It's 13th Wolfman. You know what? I went back to the Dollar Tree, and I picked up quite a few more dollar movies. So if they're good, they're good. If they suck, well, whatever. But here, I'm going to give you a lowdown. There's quite a few here. So here we go. With Shane West, El Dorado, Temple of the Sun. Never heard of it. It's $1. Thought I'd check it out. Anthem of a Teenage Prophet. I've seen a lot of people grab this one, and I figured, what the heck, check it out, see what it's about. Again, it's $1, so. Stargate Atlantis, The Fan's Choice. So I guess I could have read this. I'm a big Stargate Atlantis fan, and I was kind of curious what the Fan's Choice would be. I could have read the back. It's basically the pilot and the finale. So, but I have this. So, then there is a movie by Ken Loach called Root Irish. Know nothing about a lot of these movies. I know nothing about. It just, I don't know. I'm just kind of like I'm like, oh, it's $1. Might as well check it out, see what it's like. Maybe it's good. If it's not, oh well, it's $1. That's my attitude, you know. Heard nothing about this. If you guys know anything about this movie, please tell me. Next up is Stage Fright. And I do know about this one because I believe I reviewed this when it came out. It's a weird slasher film. It's a remake of a 1980s slasher film. But this one's really, really odd. It's got Meatloaf in it, Ally McDonald, Douglas Smith, and Minnie Driver. And here they say Meatloaf a Day. Meatloaf's real name is Marvin Lee Aday. You know that you don't know who he is when you put both his names up there. Just kind of funny. But yeah, Stage Fright. Next up we have Good Neighbors with Jay Burchell and Scott Speedman. And the cover kind of reminds me of The Strangers, you know, in a way. And it's Scott Speedman who was in The Strangers, so I figured, what the heck, I like that movie. Check this one out. See what it's like. Have you heard of this movie? Has anyone seen this movie? Please tell me. Now we got a Danny Trejo double feature. I only saw one of these there, and I was like, oh, Danny Trejo. I like Danny Trejo. First one is Border Cross with Lorenzo Lamas, and the second one is Chavez, Cage of Glory. It's kind of cool. And it turns out Sadie Katz, who I have interviewed, is actually in Chavez, Cage of Glory. So, that's cool. I like Danny Trejo. I'm looking forward to seeing these. This guy is, you know, just like Sam Jackson and Christopher Walken at one point. You're talking about three of the most busiest actors in Hollywood. They would just do everything. So, yeah. Danny Trejo double feature. Did anyone pick this up? Did anyone see this at their Dollar Tree? Next is Storage 24. I have seen this. I enjoyed this. This is a weird movie. It's all about a storage unit being... And inside a storage unit is like a alien or monster type creature. It's a good movie. It's a fun movie to watch. So if you haven't seen this, check this out. Now we're on to a shark movie that I haven't heard of with Aubrey Reynolds, Gina Vittori, and Taylor Jorgensen. And it's a Frenzy. Here's the funny thing. I picked this up, and then, like, I think it was like 2 days later after I picked it up, I saw that it's going to be on cable, and I'm like, are you kidding me? That happens to me a lot. Does that happen to a lot of people where you're, I will go out and I will find a movie that I haven't seen on cable, I haven't seen anywhere for the longest time. I'm like, oh, look, there's a copy of, you know, put this movie in put this movie in the blank spot. And there's a copy of this. I'm like, okay, I'll pick that up. And then, like, within that week, I will see that it's now on cable like 100 times. I'm like, Where the hell was it for the last 6 months to a year? You know? That happens to me a lot. Frenzy. Now, I know everyone knows about this one. I had to pick this one up because I don't think this is available on Blu-ray. I'm not positive, but I've seen it. I now own it. It's a good time. It's a comedy with definite horror elements in it, and it is Murder Party by put out by Magnet. This movie is freaking hilarious, and I would love to see this get a Blu-ray someday. But right now, I'm good at this. In fact, this has the one thing on it that I was hoping it was going to have on it. One of the bonus features is how to make the brown suit, which is the costume he's wearing right there. He shows how to take all the cardboard, put it together, and make yourself a copy of that. How cool is that? I didn't know they made a sequel to Skyline, but I guess they made one called Beyond Skyline. So I didn't really care for Skyline, but since this was one that snuck in under the radar, I'm willing to give it a chance. It might be better than the actual movie, the first movie. So it's got Frank Grillo in it. And next we have Lilith. We have a two movie pack, double feature, bought from Mill Creek. Lilith with Warren Beatty and Joan Saberg, and Ship of Fools with Lee Marvin. Yeah. I think at one point I reviewed this for Mill Creek. I'm not sure, but I think I did. But yeah, Ship of Fools was good. I don't remember Lilith at all. So. And then we have John Voight and Alexia Nielsen. Blu-ray DVD digital copy of Orphan Horse. I like John Voight. I've always liked John Voight. Kind of curious what this is. It's probably one of those movies that's pretty much the same as every horse movie you ever see. It's like, oh, a girl or a boy connects with the horse, and then they become friends and stuff like, it's probably something like that. But I'm gonna check it out. This one, I know nothing about this. It kind of has a Willy Wonka look to it. Willy Wonka Chitty Chitty Bang Bang type thing. It's called The Adventures of the Chocolate Factory. It stars Stephen Kurt, Maxwell Mark, Lana Polano, and Peter Hottinger. And I have no idea who these people are, but look at that. Does that not look like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? And then they say Chocolate Factory, so you're thinking, oh, Willy Wonka and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang kind of thrown together. Looking forward to watching this, because Willy Wonka is one of my favorite movies of all time. And I'm talking about the real Willy Wonka, not the Willy Wonka with the pedophile-looking Johnny Depp. Not saying Johnny Depp is a pedophile. I'm saying he looks like a pedophile in the new one. Just making sure you understand that. Then something, Help I Shrunk the Kids. I don't know. This just looked kind of weird and odd and fun, and, figured what the heck. I always like movies where people shrink. I like the Incredible Shrinking Man, the Incredible Shrinking Woman, stuff like that, where they have to act with Attack of the Puppet People, where they got to act with like stuff that's like the same size as them, but it makes them look really small. I always like that kind of stuff. Honey, Help, I Shrunk My Parents. Help, I Shrunk My Parents, and I don't recognize anyone's name in this. And last but not least, this just looked like a fun movie, kind of like a takeoff on Stranger Things. It's called The Comet Kids. Again, it's a DVD. They didn't have this on Blu-ray. I just figured what the heck, So, that's everything that I picked up. That's a lot of movies. That's a lot of good time. I'm going to have fun watching them one at a time, checking them out, see if I like them, if I don't. What did you pick up at Dollar Tree? Show me. Leave a link below so I can go check it out. What do you think of this lineup? I mean, is there anything here you want to check out? Is there anything here that you really, really like besides Murder Party? Because I know everyone's going to mention that movie. And it's a good movie. That's why people mention it. It's a fun movie. So always like, subscribe, share, and comment. I always want to know what you have to say. You know, when you do subscribe, hit that bell, bing that bell, ring that bell, ding that bell. So, as always, I am the 13th Wolfman, and yeah, I'm going to go on the prowl.